Okay, I'm sitting here and I'm flint-knapping the slabs that I have, and I know someone's gonna ask, how do you flint-knap the slabs, dude, with the Hammerstone? How do you do it? I've been waiting 8 years for someone to flint-knap a slab with a Hammerstone. Okay, so I'm gonna take a chance just for you guys that have been waiting years and years. Why is there a chance? Why am I taking a chance? Because it's not perfect. The Hammerstones are not perfect, even though the slab might be perfect. This is a percussion slab, which means it's more than a 1/4 inch thick, right? I think that's the way they judge it. I'm taking a risk because the Hammerstone is not as predictable as metal or some types of antler. Now, I don't recommend using antler on slabs because it grabs and pulls and you're very weak in the middle. This is extremely weak in the middle. Tapping on the ends has to be like tiptoeing through the tulips. I'm going to be tiptoeing through the tulips with all of this stuff. And if you want something to remember, how do you deal with slabs with Hammerstones? Tiptoe through the tulips. Very, very gently. Just barely enough force. And if you are unlucky enough to have lots of cortex, yes, I said unlucky enough, it's going to be even more difficult. Because you're going to have to hit a little bit harder in some areas to get through the cortex. Now, you got to forgive me if the sound goes out while I'm, because I forget that the volume on the phone cuts out when there's a loud noise. Like that, I can't be doing while I'm talking at the same time. So I got to hit, talk, hit, talk. All right. That's mainly to remind myself, but just in case you're wondering why I stopped, it's not because my second brain is looking necessarily. It's because I cannot mix the two and have a consistent volume. All right, on my microphone. Okay. Again, that's mainly so I can remind myself. You guys already know. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. I gotta be able to get in there. There we go. Get in there past the cortex so I can continue. Even though there's a platform sticking out there, and theoretically I should be able to get it to peel off. I've already hit that several times and it's not peeling off. Whereas if I had some metal, it would peel off. And I'm just saying that for comparison. I have to use a narrow part of the Hammerstone to do that. Just for comparison, not for complaining. That's the difference. Because you guys are going to ask, what's the difference between Hammerstone and metal? So I'm going to tell you the differences ahead of time. So I can say, it's in the video, dude. It's in the video. It's in the first 4 minutes, okay? Alright, you're not going to go over the average watch time, so don't feel like you got to do anything extra specially special. It's in the first 4 minutes, okay? Okay. I should put all the information starting at 19 minutes. Yeah. Just goof around for the first 19 minutes. and do everything in the last 10 minutes of the video. How's that? Yeah. That's what I feel like doing. You got to watch all those ads before you see anything useful. I think if there's mid-roll ads, like ads in the middle, they start at about 3 or 4 minutes. So if I get everything in before the first 3 or 4 minutes, you can pretty much get a summary of the whole video and before any ads start popping up. On my new videos, I eliminate the mid-roll ads so you won't be interrupted in the middle. But a lot of my old videos, I haven't gone back and changed it yet. It looks like I'm going to have to go back and change them all to eliminate the mid-roll ads. It's funny, ads rhymes with ads. The stone ads for working with wood. It's also advertisement, short for advertisement. Anyway, the ads, the mid-roll ads, are annoying on my type of video because I'm doing how-tos. You don't want to be interrupted right in the middle. You know, you're on the edge of your seat. Okay, this is the part I've been waiting for the whole time. And you sit there and you get up on the edge of your seat. You turn up the volume. You put on your glasses so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, doop, 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 there's an ad for insurance or some stupid, you know what. The ads are interrupting me looking at the ads. You know? He's making a stone ads and the ads are interrupting. So I'm going to try to eliminate that. I am eliminating them slowly but surely. Yes. So what am I doing now? What am I doing? I'm using the Neanderthal platform technique to get rid of the stupid cortex on the edge of the slab. Not only the square edge, this is what they call a square edge. I gotta eliminate this chalky cortex, which is gonna give me the semicircular stupid doodad. But I'm gonna do that first and see what I got left and decide what's the tip and what's the base. After I do this, not before. You start doing it before, and you might waste a lot of material because you're going, well, this side has to be narrow because it's going to be a tip. So you make it really narrow when it used to be really wide, and then you mess up the other side so it's not wide anymore. And you go, oh no, I shouldn't have narrowed this side because now this side broke. So now I have 2 tips. Yeah. You gotta watch it. Slabs will get you. Oh yes. Slabs will get you. That's why everyone wants to see them on video. How do you nap a slab, dude? You know, and after you finish this, I want to see 4 videos on how to nap glass slabs with Hammerstone. And after you do that, I want to see you nap glass with antler. Oh yeah, and after that, I want to see you nap obsidian with a hard hammerstone, like super hard agate. Oh, and after you finish that, I want to see you nap extremely thin obsidian with antler billets. Yeah. On and on and on. I want you to see you sharpen an obsidian blade with a stone pressure flaker. Alright? Okay. Yeah. I want to see it. I'm not going to subscribe. You got to earn your subscription from me. Good thing is, I don't need to earn your subscription if you watch the ads. Yeah. I don't care about your subscription. Not anymore, right? You're gonna watch the ads. That's where the money comes from. And it's not even from you anyway. It's from the guys in Hong Kong where I get most of my revenue. So you can bite me. Yeah. They used to say that back in the day. Bite me. Yeah. They don't say that no more. I don't know. Who changed the definition? I think bite means the same thing now, as it always used to. Bite me is short for bite my, don't want to say. But it rhymes with walls. Bite my walls. Or whatever. That could be construed as something nasty too. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway. That's what happens when you let your mind just go into these areas. Just so you can do some yapping while you're napping. Yeah. Oh yes. Yapping while you're napping gets you into big troubles. Alright, so are we clear on that? Isn't that perfect and beautiful and fantastically done with skill, finesse, and with the production value of a ballet? Yeah. Choreographed, right? Ahead of time, practiced over and over again. So it looks like I'm an expert while I'm doing it on video. This is the first time I've done it, but I've practiced for weeks before I did the video. So it looks like I'm just naturally gifted. Yeah. I could do that to you guys. Yeah, I could do that. Not only do I not have the time, I just find that rather disingenuous, both to myself, because I do watch my own videos. You know, why would I want to watch myself be perfect? I want to see what's going on too. I want to know why I make mistakes. I want to see over and over again. I want to rewind. Why did that break that way? Why did that do that way? I want to rewind it over and over again until I say, oh, I know what I did, stupid me. That's what I want. I don't want to, oh yes, I'm so good. I practiced for that, yes. And I did it really good. And I knew I was going to. Yeah. I don't like to watch that kind of video for myself or anyone else making those kind of videos. I want to see damage control. That's one of my favorite things. How do they overcome damages to the thing that they're making? Did they mess up and now they got to fix it? If they didn't, what did I learn? I don't know. Because it looks like they're napping, right? And everything's going smoothly. They could be just on the edge of doing something badly. They could be actually doing it badly but get lucky and everything worked out okay. But I don't know that. I just think that, oh, that's the way to do it exactly because they have good results. Let me copy that because they had good results. You don't realize that it can be luck or lots and lots and lots of practice to overcome. Stay on that tightrope, to walk the tightrope so you don't fall over on one side or the other in a procedure that has lots of risk. You don't know how long the napper has been practicing that particular type of risk or that activity that involves a lot of risk so that he can overcome it. You don't know unless you see the actual procedure of developing skill to avoid that risk. That's what I'm interested in. And how much does risk actually play a role? And how much is luck? Or how much, not only the appearance of good luck, but the lack of appearance of bad luck? How is it possible to minimize the bad luck? That's what I want to know. Because when someone does this very skillfully, which is not bad, it can be entertaining, of course. But as far as a learning value, what are you learning from something that is well practiced? Well, you could say you're learning what the potential is. At least there is the potential for getting it right. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay, you can look for the potential of getting it right. Because at least you know that it can be done. How much does that actually help you, though? I mean, you know, be honest with yourself. How much does it actually help you get something done that you want to get done? Just to see the potential that it can be done. The power of belief, like the coaches, personality and motivational coaches will say the power of belief is what gets you there, or gets you to try, or you're not going to get there unless you believe. You need something to raise your belief level, or actually cause your belief to exist. I'm not going to believe it can be done unless I see it, and I'm not even going to try unless I believe it. Yeah, you can be that type of person, and it's not wrong. But I don't prefer to learn that way. When I see something that requires a lot of skill, that looks almost impossible to do, yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed it can be done. I'm amazed. But as far as belief, well, for me, believing that I can do it comes from my own past experiences of actually trying to do it and doing it, not someone else's experiences. Yeah, that person can do it, but can I do it? I'm not going to believe I can do it by seeing the other person do it. I mean, I've done that before, where I can actually have that mindset where now that I see him do it, I think I can do it. Well, that usually comes from the mindset that, yeah, I'm just as smart. It's not smarter than I am, or not more gifted than I am, or not younger than I am, or something. We're the same, so yeah, I can do it. He's not better than me. That kind of thing. I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just I don't particularly want to learn that way, even though I have tried to learn that way in the past. Anyway, it's enough of that. I'm trying to figure out how to overcome some of this edge without breaking it, without snapping the whole thing, with just a Hammerstone. This is Hornstone, in case you missed it. Toward the beginning of the video, I think it was written on the side that this is Hornstone, which is some of the very, very best material possible. Right? This is some of the very best material possible. So instead of working... Is that blurry? Was that blurry the whole time? Gosh. Instead of working with the worst material possible, this is some of the best material possible. Hopefully you guys can get some benefit. You can see the good, the bad, the ugly, the nice, the drawbacks, the advantages. The advantages is it breaks this down really fast. I mean, you can reduce this very fast with a Hammerstone, which means you don't have to worry too much about shaping it. It's not going to go slowly. In other words, you can shape this really fast. Now, do I want a double tip or do I want a wide base? If I take some of that off there and take some of that off, I don't lose that much, and it'll be double tipped. But if I want a wide base, I gotta remove length. I gotta lose length. So keep width and make it double tipped. I mean, keep the length and make it double tipped, or keep the width and make it shorter. I think the length is what is going to make a difference as to the perceived quality of this piece. The length is something that is very difficult to preserve and to get stone in the right length, or in the long lengths, and to preserve the length. That is the goal of many people. All right. Come on. Swipings. Come on, come on. I just need to get the platforms, I suppose, ground down enough so this doesn't crush. This is the best material that I can be using. It's probably a 9 out of 10 as far as material goes. And you can see I still got issues with the Hammerstone that I would not get with a piece of aluminum. See the ripples? It's caused by chattering. Would it help to use antler? It might. It might help. In fact, I should probably switch over now that the ends are thin and more narrow than the middle. The antler would probably work better because it's not going to chatter. See, I still get the ripples even with the short flakes. There's still heavy rippling going on. Now, does it always happen that there's ripples? No, you can see they're smooth. So it doesn't always do that. Sometimes it's smooth. So what causes the smooth? What causes the ripple? I think it has to do with the length of time it takes to actually remove the flake. The faster you remove the flake, the less chattering there is, so it's probably smoother. The slower you remove the flake, the more chance that there is some chattering going on. Now, could it be something else? Is there another way? Well, without scientific experimentation to figure it out, we're just speculating. So, I don't know, another explanation could be the vibration in the workpiece. I wasn't holding it firmly enough. If I hold it more firmly, maybe it won't chatter as much. I don't know. Could be. It's all speculation without any scientific results. And if I tell you I know exactly why it's doing it, I'm lying. Even though I may think to myself it's true, I'm not thinking it's 100% true, so I'm actually lying. Yeah, antler would probably do better, because it looks like I'm not able to follow through well enough to produce the kind of flake I want that's long and wide. I tried to do it there, but I got chattering. So I'm going to quit there while I'm ahead and proceed with a different tool. That's pretty much as far as I get anyway with these things, regardless of the material I'm using for my Hammerstone or my billet. Direct percussion is usually around this ratio for me. I know you guys want me to go thin, see if I can get down to 8-to-1. 8-to-1. You know, like a 8-to-1. The thickness times 8 is the width, right? Like 1/8 by let's see, 8-to-1. I don't know what that is. Three-quarter? No. 1 inch by 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. 1 inch by 1/8 of an inch would be 8-to-1. Can I get that with a Hammerstone? 2 inches by 1/4 inch with a Hammerstone? 2 inches wide. Let's see. It's a little over 2 inches. And this is cut. It's a cut slab. This is actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/16. It's not quite ½ inch. So keep it, could I keep it at 2 inch, just lose a little bit, and then have it to be 1/4 inch in the middle? I hope that's 8:1. Maybe. With direct percussion, maybe. I don't like to go better than 6:1. Usually on anything. But I can go down to 8:1 or 9:1. You would love to see me go to 8:1. But I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of luck involved. So what you're going to see is luck, not skill. Yeah, you need skill to set yourself up so that you're not having bad luck. But the skill to do an 8:1 can also do a 6:1 or a 5:1. You still have the same amount of skill. You're just not making it as thin. Why? Because it's quicker if you make it thicker. All right? All right. I think that's enough on this one. Okay.